Hello, friends. As a geriatric doctor who's guided thousands of patients over decades, I've uncovered a shocking truth few discuss. If you're over 65, you're likely paying bills you don't owe, silently draining thousands from your savings each year. Yes, thousands. I've witnessed it countless times. We're not talking dry numbers. It's the small hits like Medicare premiums, meds, and property taxes that quietly siphon your hard-earned cash. Money meant for enjoying life, aiding grandkids, or simple peace of mind. It happens not by choice, but because no one tells you about better options. The hard truth. At 65, you're entitled to legal benefits, exemptions, and protections tailored for you. But they don't activate automatically. No letters or calls arrive. The system expects you to hunt them down. Miss it, and your savings vanish dollar by dollar on needless payments. Don't panic. This video is your official alert. Today, I'll unveil 6 common bills seniors overpay right now with easy step-by-step fixes to stop them. Stick with me to the end. The final one, most overlooked, could save you hundreds or thousands annually while securing your family's financial future. My aim isn't just facts. It's equipping you with reliable, actionable steps. No hype, just caring wisdom. Before we dive in, how many of you relate? Comment yes below if this hits home. It shows you're not alone. Let's reclaim what's yours. Number 1. Medicare Part A Premium, paying when you shouldn't be. Many folks just assume that Medicare Part A is something everyone has to pay for once they hit 65. But let me tell you, that's a widespread and often incredibly costly misunderstanding. My dear friends, Medicare Part A covers big-ticket items like inpatient hospital stays and skilled nursing facility care. Now, the system is actually set up so that if you or your spouse worked and paid Medicare taxes for at least 10 years, that is 40 calendar quarters, you are absolutely unequivocally eligible for what we call premium-free Part A. This isn't some handout, you see. It's a benefit you already earned and contributed to throughout your working life. The real snag here is that this benefit isn't automatic. Nobody sends you a congratulatory email. People often get totally overwhelmed by the alphabet soup of Medicare, Part A, Part B, Part D. And sometimes they take advice from agents whose main goal, frankly, is to sell them something. Or, quite simply, nobody takes the time to explain this very basic, yet incredibly important detail. I've seen it time and again. You might be looking at a bill for $58 every single month for Part A, thinking that's just how it is. But think about it. That's over $6,000 every single year. Imagine what that kind of money could do for you. It could mean more groceries, a visit from your grandkids, or just some blessed peace of mind. This isn't just my opinion, mind you. This is straight from the horse's mouth, so to speak. From the Social Security Administration, which keeps track of your entire work history. Let me tell you about one of my patients, dear Susan. She's 67, a wonderful woman who put in over 30 hard years as a school secretary, paying all her taxes just like she was supposed to. When she first enrolled in Medicare, she was advised to sign up for all parts, including the Part A premium. 2 years and more than $12,000 later, she found out she'd been paying for something she was already entitled to for free. It was truly heartbreaking to see her realize that $12,000. So, what can you do about it? It's simpler than you might think. First, head over to the Social Security Administration website, ssa.gov, and take a good look at your work history. Or even easier, just pick up the phone and call their office directly. Ask them very clearly if you or your spouse qualifies for premium-free Part A. And here's a crucial point. If you're already enrolled and currently paying those premiums, it is absolutely not too late. Call Medicare at 1-800-MEDICARE and ask them to verify your eligibility. You see, this isn't about being stingy. It's about being smart and protected. You earned this. So don't let them quietly take your money. Demand what's rightfully yours. If you're shocked by this, please hit wow in the comments right now. Number 2, prescription drug costs. The price you shouldn't be paying anymore. Listen closely to this one because it's a genuine game-changer, especially if you're like so many of my patients who struggle with the price of their medications. Too many older folks are still just getting by, often sacrificing other necessities just to afford their pills. They think it's just a part of getting older. But that, my friends, doesn't have to be the truth anymore. Here's the incredibly important news. Starting January 1st, 2025, a major federal law, part of the Inflation Reduction Act, is going to limit your annual out-of-pocket spending on prescription drugs to a maximum of $2,000 a year if you're on Medicare. This is nothing short of revolutionary. Think about what that means for your wallet. The problem, though, is that this vital information isn't getting out fast enough. Many people don't know about this new cap, or they haven't enrolled in Medicare Part D, or perhaps most crucially, they've never applied for extra help. A fantastic program specifically designed to give financial assistance to lower-income seniors. They're silently struggling, all because they're simply not aware of the help available. If you're currently shelling out $5,000, $6,000, or even $7,000 a year for your medications, feeling that squeeze every single month, then this is exactly what we're talking about. That's thousands of dollars that could be staying in your pocket. This isn't some rumor. This is a landmark federal law put in place to protect you. I remember my patient David, a resilient 72-year-old gentleman. He battles diabetes, high blood pressure, and arthritis. So he relies on several medications. Even with a pharmacy discount card, he was still spending over $600 every month on prescriptions, more than $7,000 a year. That's more than a third of his Social Security income. David thought this was just his lot in life until he happened upon a Medicare workshop at his local library. There, he learned about the upcoming $2,000 cap for 2025 and discovered he might qualify for extra help right now, which could reduce his co-pays to as low as $0 or $10 per prescription. He had been paying thousands unnecessarily. So, what should you do? Take action now. First, if you take regular prescriptions, make sure you're enrolled in Medicare Part D. Second, check your eligibility for extra help. You can do this by visiting the Social Security website, SSA.gov, or by calling your local Medicaid office. If you're already receiving Supplemental Security Income, SSI, or enrolled in Medicaid, you might even qualify automatically. The income limits are more generous than many people imagine. Finally, have a heart-to-heart with your pharmacist or your primary care provider. Ask if there are generic options available or if your prescriptions are on the Medicare formulary. So many people just assume they're stuck with a certain brand or supplier, and that's often just not the case. Don't wait. Get prepared now to take full advantage of these protections. This isn't just about saving money. It's about making sure you can afford the medications you need to stay healthy and vibrant. It breaks my heart to see seniors skipping doses because they can't afford them. The help is there. You just need to reach for it. If the idea of capping your drug costs at $2,000 sounds like a breath of fresh air, type healthy in the comments section. Number 3, property taxes. The homeowner's bill that shouldn't be so high. For so many of us, our home isn't just a house. It's our sanctuary, our legacy, the place where memories were made and where we plan to age gracefully. But that yearly property tax bill can feel like a real punch to the gut, making you wonder if you can truly afford to stay put. And often, my friends, you're paying more than the law actually requires you to. Across our wonderful country, dozens of states and local counties offer special property tax exemptions, credits, or deferral programs specifically designed for older adults. These programs are meant to ease your financial burden, helping you keep more money where it belongs, in your pocket or invested back into your home. The frustrating part, though, is that these benefits are not automatic. Your local tax assessor's offices aren't going to send you a birthday cake on your 65th with a big tax break inside. You have to know these programs exist, and crucially, you have to apply for them, sometimes every single year. If that property tax bill makes you grimace, if it feels like a constant weight on your fixed income, then this section is especially for you. This isn't just guesswork. A recent survey found that over half, yes, more than 50% of eligible seniors never even apply for these benefits. That's millions of dollars just vanishing. Let me tell you about Arthur, a determined 74-year-old retiree living in Texas. He'd lived in his modest 3-bedroom house for over 40 years, faithfully paying his $3,800 in property taxes. One day, chatting with a neighbor, he learned that Texas offers a senior homestead exemption that could slash his tax bill by as much as 25%. What's more, his county had a deferral program, allowing him to put off paying property taxes until his home was sold with no penalties. Arthur had been eligible for both of these benefits for almost a decade, but nobody had ever told him. Because he never applied, he missed out on over $20,000 in savings. $20,000. Can you even imagine that? So, what should you do to avoid a similar fate? It's pretty straightforward. First, contact your local tax assessor's office directly. Just ask them, do you offer any property tax exemptions, reductions, or deferral programs for seniors? Second, hop online. Search for your state name, Senior Property Tax Exemption. You'll typically find the forms and information you need. Most applications are just one page long. Don't let the thought of complicated paperwork deter you. It's usually far simpler than it seems. You've worked hard to own your home. You shouldn't be penalized for growing older. You deserve protection, and that protection is already written into the law. You just need to claim it. It's your right. If this sounds like a huge relief to you, please share this video with a friend who owns their home. Number 4, state income taxes. Are you missing out on age-based deductions? When tax season rolls around each year, a lot of retirees simply assume their tax situation is pretty straightforward now that they're no longer bringing home a salary. But what often goes completely unnoticed are the special state income tax breaks designed just for you if you say to 65. Many states actually offer unique deductions, exemptions, or income exclusions that allow you to subtract a significant chunk of your retirement income. Things like your pension or distributions from your IRA, from your taxable income at the state level. In some fortunate states, you might even be able to avoid paying state income tax on certain retirement income sources altogether. The challenge, my friends, is that these breaks aren't always automatically applied. Tax software might not catch them if you don't know to look, and if someone else prepares your taxes, they might not point them out unless you specifically ask. This oversight can cost you thousands of dollars year after year. If you're still paying state income tax on your pension or your IRA distributions and you're over 65, chances are you're paying too much. This isn't just speculation. Every state has its own set of rules. Some states are incredibly generous, like Pennsylvania, which doesn't tax Social Security or retirement income at all. Let me tell you about Patricia, a lovely 70-year-old patient from Colorado. She receives Social Security, a modest teacher's pension, and draws about $15,000 annually from her IRA. Under Colorado's tax law, individuals aged 65 and older can exclude up to $24,000 of retirement income from state taxation. But when Patricia filed her taxes using an online program, it didn't automatically apply that exclusion because she didn't know to check for it. She ended up paying almost $900 in state income taxes that she didn't actually owe. Or consider Thomas in South Carolina, who qualified for a full exemption on his pension income under his state's senior tax laws. Yet he'd been paying taxes on that income for years. Why? Because his accountant never flagged the exemption, and Thomas never thought to ask. So how can you avoid losing money year after year? It's about being proactive. Visit your state's Department of Revenue website. Look for phrases like senior income exemption or retirement income deduction. If you use tax software, check the settings for age-based exclusions. And if you work with a tax preparer, ask them directly. Have you applied all the available deductions for my age? You've paid your taxes for decades. Now the law offers you some relief. Don't let that relief slip away just because you didn't ask. This isn't about becoming a tax expert. It's about knowing enough to ask the right questions. If this surprised you, tell me by typing tax break in the comments. Number 5. Medicare Supplement and Advantage Plan premiums. Why staying loyal could be costing you. So many of my patients pick a Medicare Advantage plan or a Medigap supplement plan when they turn 65 and then just breathe a sigh of relief thinking they're set for life. It feels safe, doesn't it? One less thing to fret over. And let's be honest, nobody enjoys sifting through stacks of insurance brochures every year. But that decision to simply stick with what you've got might be quietly costing you hundreds, even thousands of dollars every single year. Here's the plain truth. Medicare Advantage and Medigap plans change, folks. They change every single year. Prices go up, coverage shifts, doctor networks change, and brand new plans with better benefits or lower costs become available. Sometimes right in your own zip code. But unless you actively compare and potentially switch during the annual enrollment period, you'll never know what you're missing. That crucial annual Medicare open enrollment period runs from October 15th through December 7th. During this window, every single Medicare recipient has the right to review their current plan and switch if another one offers better coverage or a lower premium. Yet, studies show that over 70% of seniors never shop around or compare plans again after their initial enrollment. That's a huge amount of potential savings just sitting there untouched. This system, you see, is built on the assumption that you won't check. And if you don't check, you pay more. Take my patient, Richard. He signed up for a Medicare Advantage plan when he hit 65. It was $30 a month, covered dental and vision. Over the years, that premium slowly crept up to over $90 a month. His dental benefits were cut, and his preferred doctor even left the network. But Richard never switched, thinking it was just too complicated. And honestly, nobody ever told him there were better options. When he finally sat down with a Medicare counselor at 74, he discovered a zero-premium plan with almost identical benefits. He saved over $1,000 in just 1 year simply by looking into it. $1,000. Imagine what you could do with that extra cash. Or think about Medigap, also known as Medicare Supplement Insurance. Many seniors choose a Plan F or Plan G when they first enroll. They're comprehensive, sure, but premiums for these plans can vary wildly between providers. One company might charge $230 a month, while another charges $170 for the same coverage. If you're not comparing every few years, you could be paying way more than necessary for literally the same thing. Yes, it can seem daunting, but the government provides tools to help you. Go to the official Medicare website, Medicare.gov, and use their plan. Compare tool. It lets you plug in your medications, your favorite doctors, and your location to find the best plan for your situation. You can also call 1800 Medicare or chat with a local SHIP counselor. That's the State Health Insurance Assistance Program for free, unbiased guidance. They are there to help you. Don't let loyalty cost you thousands. You have the power to change this once a year. Use it. If you're thinking about reviewing your plan this year, type switch in the comments. Number 6. Utility bills and services. Senior discounts you're not being told about. We often focus on those big, intimidating bills like healthcare or housing when we think about our budget. But there's another category of expenses that just quietly chips away at a fixed income. Those monthly utility bills, electricity, water, trash service, internet, phone bills. Individually, they might not seem huge, but together they can easily add up to hundreds of dollars each month. And what most older Americans do not realize is that there are special discount programs available just for seniors. Many of these are offered by the utility companies themselves, state governments, and even federal agencies. But here's the kicker, and it's a big one. These programs are not automatically applied to your account. Your electric company isn't going to call you on your 65th birthday to offer you a discount. You have to ask. In fact, most companies won't ever mention them unless you inquire directly. This is the root cause. If your utility bills feel like a constant pressure or you simply want to save a few more dollars each month, this is where you can find some real relief. These programs are real and they make a difference. Federal programs like Lifeline provide discounted phone or broadband service to eligible low-income households. While the Affordable Connectivity Program ended in early 2024, many local providers continue to offer similar benefits through state funding. There's also LEHEP, the Low-Income Home Energy Assistance Program, which helps low-income households, including many seniors, with heating and cooling costs. This is a federally funded program administered at the state level, and the benefits can be substantial, especially during those cold winter months when energy use spikes. Let me share a story about Dorothy, a vibrant 78-year-old woman living alone in a modest one-bedroom apartment. Every month, she was paying over $160 just for electricity and heating, even though she barely used her appliances. One day, Her niece helped her review her bills and discovered that Dorothy's energy company offered a senior discount program for customers over 65. All Dorothy had to do was fill out a short form and provide proof of income. Now she saves nearly $40 every month on her energy bill. That is almost $500 a year just from that one simple phone call. Can you imagine what an extra $500 could do for your budget? So, how do you find out what's available in your area? It's simple. Pick up the phone and call each of your utility providers directly. Your electric, gas, water, internet, and phone companies. Ask them very clearly, do you offer any senior discount programs or low-income assistance for customers over 65? Also, visit your state's Department of Aging website or call your local area agency on aging. These agencies are treasure troves of information and can often help you apply. You can also check out benefitscheckup.org. Just type in your zip code and it will help you find benefit programs you might qualify for based on your age and income. The most frustrating part, my friends, is this. The support exists, but it's quiet. It doesn't come knocking on your door. You have to look for it. And so many seniors never do. They just keep paying full price, assuming there's no other option. But there is. You've earned the right to ask for help. You've contributed to these systems your whole life. These programs were designed for people just like you. And every dollar you save on utilities is a dollar you can use for medication, for food, or simply for some well-deserved peace of mind. Don't wait. Make those calls. Ask those questions, because not asking could be costing you far more than you think. If you're ready to start saving on your utility costs, type "Save Now" in the comments. Well, my dear friends, we've come to the end of our journey today. As a doctor, someone who has seen countless lives change with just a little bit of knowledge, I truly hope you feel empowered and filled with a real sense of hope. We've journeyed together through 6 crucial areas where you might be inadvertently, quietly losing money that you've worked so hard for. Remember those Medicare Part A premiums, the prescription drug costs, property taxes, and so much more. All money that you truly deserve to keep. The biggest lesson today, the one I truly want you to carry with you, is actually quite simple. Knowledge is power, especially when it comes to your hard-earned retirement savings. You've worked your entire life. You've contributed to this system. And now it's the time for that system, yes, that very system, to work for you. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. But knowledge, my friends, is only truly powerful when we put it into action. It's about taking that first step, a brave step. So now I have one important question for you. A question from my heart to yours. After watching this video today, what is one small commitment you are making to yourself or to a loved one? Perhaps it's as simple as I will call 1-800-MEDICARE to check my Part A status this week, or I will look up senior property tax exemptions in my state tomorrow. Maybe it's I will talk to my pharmacist about the extra help program for my prescriptions. Whatever it is, please remember one small consistent step can make an enormous difference. Please share your personal commitment in the comments section below. Let's inspire each other to take that very first empowering step. Your story, your promise, might just be the encouragement someone else needs to act. And if you found real value and a spark of hope in our time together today, please show your support by giving this video a friendly like. That tells me this message is resonating and it helps us reach even more wonderful people just like you. To ensure you continue on this journey with us and never miss another video filled with life-changing wisdom and practical advice, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's more than just subscribing. It's about joining a community, a family of friends, all committed to living our golden years the very best way we can with independence and confidence. Finally, just think of one person, a dear friend, a family member, or a kind neighbor who truly needs to hear this message today. And please share this video with them. You might just help them save thousands of dollars and perhaps change their life for the better. That's the power of sharing knowledge, you see. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching. Stay healthy, stay wise, and I'll be right here waiting to see you in the next video.